Hello, welcome. How is it going? So today it's D&D night again, and we're still in the Feywild, and things are gonna get insane, I'm pretty sure, because they always do somehow. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this takes us. Yep. So, as per usual, since I'm playing with other people, I won't be able to interact with chat as much as usual. I will try to interact with chat in like lulls in the conversation in between people talking. So when I do reply, my replies might be spaced instead of like a whole thing because I'm trying not to talk over everyone else. But I will mute myself so that they can't hear me, and more importantly, their streams can't hear me, because I don't want to be talking, over their streams with my chat, basically. So I'll be doing that, but because of that, I likely will talk over people a little bit, but obviously I want to try to do that as little as possible so that we can all know what's going on. Thank you for the hydrate bundle. So yes, I will be joining voice chat soon, and I will try to interact with chat as much as I can. But yeah, my replies might be shorter than usual because, again, I don't want to talk over people too much, and I will be, muting myself so they can't hear me. So they don't know that I'm talking to my chat, basically, because, again, they're streams. So yeah, don't want to be talking over that, except in special occasions when, because that does happen. Someone just says something very funny that has to do with what's going on and they need to share. That's obviously a different thing. But anyways, I'm going to join the chat now, voice chat now, and yay. We'll see where this goes.
Listen,
I have returned.
I love you guys. Welcome back. I love you guys ahead of time, but I'm about to have to play a semi-uber bitch. So, no hard feelings, but I might kill most of you. It's not really my aim, but you never know. So,
yeah.
It happens. It happens.
Everybody, welcome Tiny. Tiny is guest starring today. Hopefully, we actually make it to the point where she's going to join us.
Just lurking in the shadows the entire time, just watching the soap opera happen.
Oh, PD, if you need it, I did start making Zolius's Grove. I didn't finish it, but there's a really good, chunk of it done.
Ooh. I shall hop over and look.
I jump in all Perfect.
Yep, that's as menacing as you think it is.
I hear at the end of the name Oberyn and then
Secrets. We have secrets, and they're evil ones.
Evil secrets. Oh my god, I'm looking at the hex token now and laughing so hard, just because I tried to sketch him and I tried so hard to not make him look different, and it's like, you and Soul still look like fucking siblings. Okay, that's just how this is. There's so much conscious effort that went into that.
Zell has a type. Clearly. Well, actually, we don't really know how Zell, but
I know.
Whatever.
I know. I might have gotten told. I know, but it makes it even funnier. Oh no!
Alex, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello. We are still kind of
raid join when you can, buddy.
starting everything. We're not really in the campaign yet. We're just chatting, so everything is
let
just.
me go ahead and make this stop making noise because I don't need Discord to be making noise anymore. There we go.
Yeah, welcome. Raiders, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Natalie. I am a variety streamer. I'm also learning art, so I do art streams on Thursdays, and
I'm not playing, so I'm not needed. Yeah.
Sunday is D&D day.
Not go like guest
That's
character.
that.
Let's play guest character.
I hope the campaign goes well. No worries. Enjoy. Apologies as I run. No worries at all. I hope you have a fantastic day, Hawk. Thank you again so much for the raid. I hope you have a lovely
this
day.
is going to be absolutely delightful. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there death in every corner of this amphitheater? There's just death everywhere.
Yeah, our theater of the mind. Yeah.
Yes. Death everywhere.
Tokens.
And then all the way up at the top.
Korth, Pencha. I forget what that Yeti's name was.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yep. What the hell? Every one of fucking Ham's characters.
Oh, that's another thing we need to do before you start the ball. We actually need to, contact Pension. Like, hey, I found. Hey, it's like, guess what? We found your son. We're with Ob now. Everything's fine.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, though. I used that stone like the day that I got there, and if time works the way it says it is,
I think it would determine it was each one was independent. So they both have a charge on them, and they each recharge when it's another day's passed for where that stone is.
Right, no, I get that. But that just means she won't be able to respond, though. So she'll just keep getting messages, not knowing a damn thing.
No, she can respond, she just can't send a message of her own.
Okay, that's how we're doing it?
I believe that's what Petey had said before.
Yeah. Yeah, because the response is part of the sending.
Yeah.
Okay.
They each have their own casting of sending.
Okay. Lovely timey-wimey.
It's the easiest way to get around time shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shenaniganery.
Time shenanigans.
Time is a weird soup.
This is true.
We have to decide too if Cell tries to corner herself in this conversation before they go to bed or the next day.
Yep, those are conversations that must be had.
There are conversations that need to be had.
Boop, boop, boop.
I'm sure. I know he's gonna try to be upstairs alone for a while he takes off his armor because he knows his wings are all fucked up. And he's like, I just need to be alone while the healing magic thing does its thing, because I know if people see the state of these, they're gonna freak out.
Aww.
Yep.
Gonna flip out, and it's fine. They're fine.
I just can't wait until night falls and Soul has his nightmare and Big Daddy Ob is up there stroking his hair. Like, it'll be okay.
Panic sword.
Hello.
How do I make the tokens not blurry when I zoom really close into them again?
Options.
Gear on the top right, and then turn off depth of field.
All right.
Mine
Depth of field, you're out of here.
The only ones I have on are the ambient occlusion, because that looks nice, and the screen space reflections.
All right.
I like chromatic aberration.
The chromatic aberrations make my eyes hurt after a while. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think I can live without that one.
I'm like, I can't do it.
Oh, but when I turn it on, there's like cool aspects of y'all's togens that I see.
Oh, really? Oh, wait.
Yeah, so if I'm zoomed, I can only see Zell right now on out the side of my settings cog window, but
that's annoying. There's a couple little extra details.
Some like highlights, kind of, yeah.
Is that the one that makes it weird in the corners? Yeah, it is. Fuck.
Yeah, it makes the tiles real blurry when you zoom in too. It's just, I'm turning off. It'll be fine. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Polymorph! Tiny fairy! Why do you have a tiny fairy in there?
So if I ever use alter self to be another fairy, I can be like, no, I'm still on my alter self.
You should have just a generic dude as well to be like, I'm alter self to disguise.
Yeah, that's true, but it's fine. For now,
And
at least.
fairy mode activate.
Excellent.
I really can't wait until we get the ability to make like creature tokens completely, so that we can have mouse with tentacles.
Yeah, we can actually
Oh
have
my
a panther-sized cat.
Somebody just yell at Tailspire, like, can you make generic Displacer Beast, please?
Generic, please.
Yes.
Displacer beast, give.
Like, they finally gave us a Hydra. One thing I will say I'm a slight disappointed at with the Hydra, and I hope they do this, that they make different versions with numbers of heads, so you could be like, oh, it starts off with 5. If they kill one, you could change it to having one less head. That would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool. I see why they didn't initially, because they probably just wanted to put the token in, but
it'd be really cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Just stick it in a polymorph.
Yeah, honestly, that's all it really needs to be. Just like have Hydra 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5 head, and just morph.
Polymorph them together, yeah.
Speaking of which, hail Hydra!
Oh god, no.
Just chuck one in here.
Monsters.
Also, I hope it doesn't bother anybody. I may have to switch back and forth from my phone to my PC until Titania makes her appearance, because I am having to manage my tiny human.
People watching.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I'm ready.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for the no people watching.
For the people watching. Spoiler alert. We'll edit it out of the VOD. It's fine. I'll edit it out.
Oops.
Production?
What happened? Oh my god, Tailspire just crashed. What the fuck happened? I hear oops and the Tailspire crashed.
Oh.
Who dropped what? What happened? Oh.
My fans just picked up on my PC, so whatever happened, we're working our way through it.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
The timing of that oops.
When you hear the fans kick on high speed, you know something's going down.
I heard. Well, Bundle, you already know what's going on. I mean, the not you who's doesn't know what's happening, okay?
So yes, we have a couple of days before the ball.
Get Tails.
Y'all are gonna have some fun.
We're gonna have some fun.
Shopping episode.
More like finding things that fit us episode. Borrow some things.
We'll see how this goes.
You just
at least one
go
day.
through everyone's room and pick one thing from each closet.
At least one day of this really old, like tiny granny fairy just measuring y'all out.
Aww.
Oh, beautiful.
Hey, Petey. I'm gonna say this right now. I have proficiency in a flute, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Can it be an ocarina instead?
Why not?
Proficiency for an ocarina.
It's technically the same thing.
It is. Mm-hmm.
They are. Yeah.
It's a type of flute. Yes.
So why not?
I'm just doing that for the fun of it, since I've been learning to play.
Can I have an ocarina?
I can do Zelda's Lullaby, Song of Time, and the Shire song from Lord of the Rings so far.
Hey.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I just Googled some stuff about ocarinas and I found out 14 new facts off the rip. Wow.
14.
Well, not that many. I definitely exaggerated. But there's a lot. There's a lot of facts about ocarinas that I never knew.
Mm-hmm. If anybody's
Little
interested in
goose
buying one,
in
definitely
Italian.
definitely get a clay one, because it sounds so much better.
Yeah, don't get a fucking plastic one.
Yeah, you know the fairy chick who performed on America's Got Talent or whatever? I don't know if y'all knew about this.
Eh?
But the chick who's like semi-famous on TikTok and shit, and she always dresses like a fairy and she plays the ocarina.
No.
She performed on America's Got Talent, but she gives really good ocarina recommendations and like tells you which ones to stay away from because apparently there's a lot that are not great.
Yeah.
I probably would have bought one of those knowing me because I would have been like, this was cool.
And I also
Get it?
will
It
say
sounds like trash.
Trash.
The style of ocarina that they've got for like the Zelda ocarina, it's like the hardest fucking thing. Oh my god. I've
What, to
got one of
play?
those. Oh yeah, your hands are like wrapped around that thing, every single fingers, and it's a nightmare.
And you know, there's bigger versions. There's actually
Yeah.
one with more holes. It's got,
Oh,
I think,
no.
like 20 plus.
Oh, that thing's already a nightmare.
Yeah, the original one I had was plastic, but it was that style, and like one hand's facing you, the other one's facing away, and you're playing, but like one finger has 2 holes on it on each hand, so you have to be like forward and back, and then you have half notes, which are half covered holes. You're like, man, fuck this. That's why I got a 4-hole.
Wendell says Zel's actually died twice before. Now he's Zelius, and we know. Before he was Astreus. And at the very beginning, he was Link. Also, I like that. Did not spell Astreus correctly, but did spell it how I think you would imagine it would be spelled as a name. Looks really cool. I'm gonna keep note of that spelling. That's really neat. All right.
So I'm going to ask a quick question. Tiny, do you still have a hard cutoff at 3?
I do. My Salt Marsh campaign starts at 3 precisely.
Precisely.
Excellent. So yes, we should probably get moving.
I think we should. It'd be a good idea. I gotta go to Costco today, and I want to get some shopping and talking done.
Oh no, not the Costco.
Costco. You think I could learn to play Firestorm on the ocarina?
Maybe on a bigger one. All right. Cats.
Cats?
Cats.
Yes, cats.
Herding cats.
Cats.
So where are we starting this fucking nonsense? I'm assuming before
Yes.
the long rest. Probably assuming it's bleh.
I imagine so.
Okay.
Unless y'all are not doing anything before going to bed, yeah.
I mean, I have something that I need to do.
Okay, there we go. So we'll just pick up where we left off. Essentially, where Sol had gone upstairs to start taking his armor off after going out and talking to Hex. So he might still be a little bit feeling something from whatever Hex was smoking outside. Who knows?
Should we do a recap? It's been a few weeks.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. Well, 2 weeks.
That's
Every other week.
It's a few. Yeah. You can
That's a
recap.
few.
I did a brief one before I hopped in, just in case we didn't do one. But yes, we could do one.
I can't remember. There's no notes, is there? Yep. Nope. There's no notes. Shit.
There was Sniffy.
There was what?
There was Sniffy.
Worst case, I can do it if B doesn't want to.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm gonna enjoy this.
So, last session was started with Zell's little super secret spy mission to Veranestra's palace. Turned himself into a little spider after he snuck away from the group, masquerading that he had to go to the bathroom or get some water, or whatever he'd said to keep them from being suspicious that he was getting out of bed. Snuck to Veranestra's palace, spent a long period of time trying to find anyone in this house, going around the windows because he couldn't get under any of the doors, because apparently Veranestra really doesn't like bugs getting through her doors, so none of the doors had any cracks in them. They were perfectly sealed doors.
Yeah.
But all the windows have no glass.
All the windows have no glass, so I don't know. Very strange architecture, but it is what it is. Snuck around the outside of the building, going in and out, got up into the attic, saw a picture of Mab, who was basically sort of revealed as, oh, this is Zell's auntie, the Queen of Air and Darkness. Excellent. There might have been a chest full of some other fun things in there.
Don't look in the BDSM chest.
Don't look in the BDSM chest. Went down, found Veranestra's room, where he saw his sister very naked, cross-legged on the bed. And then after shifting perspectives, saw Hex strapped to a chair. Veranestra then left the room after moving Hex to face a window, and being, you know, they have an interesting relationship, that's all I'm going to say on that. She left to, I'm assuming, go take a bath. Left the door open. Zell snuck in and asked Hex, hey, do you want to leave? To which Hex responded with, yeah! So
many words.
Yeah. Basically the equivalent of what happened. So Zell comes in, frees Hex from the, not ropes, straps that he was in. Rolled a nat 20, so you can make of that what you will, but that joke's never dying.
Masterfully unlatches the very bound up fairy.
Yeah,
having
very,
had
very...
no experience whatsoever in this.
No, never. Absolutely no experience. Nope. Xelius Caster, no experience. Xelius Astraeus, who knows? Also learned that Vagrant had been sent back to wherever they came from. They basically been banished back to their home plane. So Vagrant's gone. It's like, okay. Takes Hex, the two of them jump out a window, run back to the cottage, come back through the window, wake up the group who are like, what the fuck's going on? And suddenly we all realize that Hex was naked. And you're like, oh, get him clothes, throw armor and whatever on as quick as possible, jump back out the window, make a run for it to the ornithocopter. At this point, Veranestra is like, they've escaped! Trying to find us. Zell threw a illusory terrain to kind of distract her for a little bit. It worked! We clamber into the ornithocopter. Astraeus takes over because he knows how to fly the thing, apparently. We take off. Fly away. Veranestra tries to thunderbolt us out of the sky. That doesn't work. Fog cloud gets dropped down, so she loses us. We get to the Autumn Court and land and meet Oberyn, who pulls us all into a big hug. Then there's much decompressing after being chased around, much disappointed, irritated yelling, then talking, then just everyone sort of talking to Ob, and it was decided that the best course of action to protect Zell and make him known is to just announce that he's back at a ball. And apparently also making Sol and Era public knowledge is a good plan as well, so that's what's going to happen.
You know, it's a, hey, these are mine, don't fuck with them ball.
Yeah, it's a, these are mine, don't fuck with them ball. Basically, these are my new shiny things, you can't have them. Think, and where we last left off, Era had been talking to Oberyn and Zell inside. Sol had gone outside to talk to Hex, had just come back inside and gone upstairs to finally take off his armor. That's where we left off. I don't think I missed anything important.
No, that's
sounds right.
Alright. That's no notes.
It was a time.
Yep.
It was definitely a time.
It's a time. So yeah.
Not a bad one, just a time.
So yeah, so I guess rolling from there.
Yeah. I can't remember specifically what I was doing last time, so I'm just gonna roll it into it. And
So Sol's gone upstairs and is very much doffing his doffing his. I'm trying to move my keyboard so I can, because I'm gonna start trying to take notes because I'm in 3 campaigns and my memory is great, but I don't know if it's. I don't trust it for 3 different campaigns at this point. So note time.
Like, it's good. It's just not that good. Thankfully, you only have 2 so far. You haven't started the 3rd one.
Sure. Yes, so upstairs starts taking out his armor and just very, very not having a good time because no underclothes or wraps, plus jamming fragile fey wings against metal, and then the jostling when that. Yeah, that's not a good time. They're not in good shape right now.
No, I didn't think they would be.
No.
I'll just say, in noticing you come back in, it's still not saying anything. Zell's gonna wait a little bit before following upstairs.
Yeah.
I can't,
Depending on how long.
Yeah, I would say
depending on how long.
Like a minute or 2.
Yeah, because depending if he waited long enough, Hope would probably be like nudging him, like, "Hey, hey."
No, he's not. It's not that dense. He's dumb, but he's not that dense. He's gonna go upstairs. Now I'm gonna assume there's no doors because why would Oak put doors in there?
No. I'm pretty sure there's only 1 bed too, and that was described last time.
Yeah, it just all grew out of the floor.
Yeah. We're all sleeping together tonight.
It's like a giant mushroom cap with like a moss bed built into it, so it's nice and cozy.
Oh, that sounds great.
Zell's gonna go upstairs and kind of like peek up and see that you're taking your armor off and everything, and be like, are you okay if I come up?
Yeah, just. And he's in the process of probably getting he's probably got the chest plate off. He's in the process of trying to get the scale up over his head.
Yeah. Here, let me help you out, and he's gonna help you remove the armor.
And the things come out, and there are some pieces that are at some very odd angles.
Let me. No,
you don't need to.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to. You don't. Yeah, it'll fix itself in a second.
Okay. That's fine.
Don't waste the energy. That whole. I don't know if you noticed whatever that thing happens where I kind of can heal myself for a little while after that. I don't know if you've noticed that happens sometimes.
I probably have, but that doesn't really mean too much right now. I'd rather see you better sooner rather than later. But no, it's fine. I'm listening. Don't worry.
And like as he's saying, he's definitely stretched them out to assess damage and probably had to lean against the wall when he did that. And you can see him already starting to kind of. There's a little glow that you've seen before. Like I think when he's fighting Zendros, and Zendros actually caught him with a blade when he had the above board temporary HP,
Mm-hmm.
and the moon started glowing and resealed. Similar thing happening to the wings right now.
Right.
Yep.
I guess technically I already did help, huh? Listen, I'm just gonna come out with it. It's just easier this way. I'm sorry. I know that it was quick and it was probably a lot at the moment, and I probably should have thought of that better because I technically put everybody in a lot of danger in a very short time span, and probably did something that I shouldn't have done. I don't know, but we did get out. But I could have done that better. I could have talked to somebody, but everybody's already been in so much danger, and I kind of feel like it's partially my fault at the same time that I know it's not. I know, but still, I want to make sure everybody's okay, and I'm sorry. And if you're upset, I understand. I just wanted to tell you because
none of this, and he's just got gestures to General Feywild. None of this, us being here, is your fault. If if it's anyone's technical fault, it's... I mean, I'm the one who tried to shapeshift.
Well,
And that set 12-7 off, and...
it's not even that. Because apparently I did something a long time ago, and I don't know what it is, and apparently that's caused this dramatic effect of, well, I guess a snowball effect, butterfly effect, I don't know what effect. Something that I did in the past has caused all this because I failed, or I don't know. So obviously, definitely my sister's fault too, but I don't know. I just...
And look, not happy necessarily about the rushed nature of the plan, but that's not... Look, what happens. We were gonna have to try to make a break for it at some point.
Yeah.
I just...
That.
If... The woman... The bitch murdered you. I don't believe for a second that you're just okay after remembering that. What if... what keeps going through my head is, what if you'd seen her and frozen? Or she spotted you. And your brain seized up. And because no one was there or knew that you were there to help.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, thankfully that didn't happen.
No,
But...
thankfully didn't. But
no, you're right. It wasn't the best, but I kind of, didn't know I was here. It was safer if I just did it, but I should have said something to someone and I didn't.
She might have had an idea you were here, considering she certainly seemed to smell something on me.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Whatever that's about, that's still kind of weird.
You're telling me. Your sister sniffed my neck.
Yeah. If I doubt I could stand up to her, but if I could, I'd have words. Listen, either way, I'm just sorry. I know I shouldn't be, but I really do feel like all this is my fault to begin with.
It's not. We're just half paying attention to the text happening here, and I just saw that. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have. Yeah, I was afraid. I honestly was expecting Hex to come across the room and deck me across the head after I started raising my voice like that. I'm kind of surprised he didn't.
I really can't say, honestly. I just, I'll just give you some time.
Yeah. Yep. It looks at the room's like, I'm guess. I hope he's not gonna feel too awkward about the fact that there's only one bed up here. I don't really mind. Era doesn't seem to mind. You don't seem to care. We're worried about...
I have a feeling that that's probably not gonna matter. But I mean, I don't know. I'll head back down. Yeah. It just starts heading back downstairs.
It's gonna... Obviously, I don't have any fucking pajamas or anything, so I'm just in my pants again. My pants have just become my sleeping pants.
And I'm gonna head down to Era as well. They're over there talking. Got it.
Cower!
Oh, my boy!
Hi.
What are you doing down here so quick?
I just wanted to, if it's okay if I interrupt you just for a moment. Yeah, Aaron. Hey, I kind of wanted to apologize. I may have been a little rash in our escape plan and everything, and I shouldn't have just done that by myself. So sorry. I I just didn't want anybody else to get hurt, and I didn't think about it clearly enough. I should have done more to make sure that everybody knew and was okay with it before I just decided to do that.
Might have
Wait.
we could have made a proper plan, but everything worked out, and you did what you thought was right. So
Yeah, like yes, but you know how soul's mad with me. I don't want anybody else to be mad, and I'm just having a moment, and I just want to make sure that everybody's okay, and that was that. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I'm not mad. I'm, no worries there. Hey, it was sudden, but oops. But everything's fine.
Copper.
Okay. Well, hopefully soon this will all be, not so dangerous every 5 seconds for us. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Chad, do you have any extra clothes, or where can I get some clothes for Soul? We don't really have much. They didn't get to take their things with them. They were kind of taken here, so.
I have a pair of pants and a sheer gown.
Ob is just standing there, like, face in his palm, like, just rewind this just a minute. You still can't stick to a plan?
I don't know what you mean. I'm just gonna. Anyway, clothes?
Yeah, he shakes his head and then starts nodding and says, yeah, okay. Just... I'll sense for someone. Yeah, I think I need to step outside for a minute.
I need to go bang my head against a tree real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
What? My son's an idiot who's also dating an idiot.
I was just gonna say, like, after like a few minutes, I hope doesn't come back. He's also gonna go back upstairs.
I was going to go talk to go join Hex and smoking that pipe real quick.
Yep.
Before
Anybody walks outside, that's what's happening.
Look at Aaron, be like, I'm gonna go upstairs for a minute. Just right?
Huh?
Yeah,
right? Just need a few minutes alone. If it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
Sarah,
Kind of like a
please
blank.
tell me Ari's
Outside.
gonna walk outside.
Yes, she is.
Yes! How does a bird smoke a pipe? That's what we're going to find out.
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna feel fucked up.
Soul's constitution's so high, he didn't get much of anything, but his eyes are probably a little more dilated than they usually are. Yes, why are you so fluffy? Oh my god, she just ran through the room and her tail's like 3 times the size it's supposed to be. What happened?
I've been through some shit, Mom. Going back upstairs.
So at this point, it's just kind of poking around the room. A little bit, just kind of trying to be like, is there somewhere I can put this armor? Is there a stand or something?
Solus, can I ask you a question?
Yes?
I don't think this is coming out of nowhere, but I guess it kind of is, because we've never really talked about this.
Suspicion?
Okay. I need to slap my cheek. Okay. Where are we?
Well, last I checked, you're a fairy and I'm a tiefling.
No, not what I meant. You know what I mean. What are we? I am.
Huh?
At least right now, I am still very happy to be with you and together with you. But
Oh.
we've never actually talked about what we are together.
Uh,
And I don't know if that's what you want. And I thought maybe we should actually say something for once.
Immediate red. Immediate just. We've gone past red. We've gone past red, and remember that picture I posted with where it's like, oh, he's blushing so hard that there's the fire underneath his skin at this point. He's blushing so hard that it's glowing slightly.
Yeah, and if you look over at Zell, he's got tan skin, and that's just deepened into a color as well.
Yeah, it's the two dark-skinned people are as red as they can go. It's like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about what I've
Staring directly into your eyes.
This is kind of looking away, not like in a I don't want to have this conversation, but just it's a lot and I can't handle eye contact right now.
Oh, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
No,
you don't have to.
It's fine. I just really I don't know what you. This is the first time I've been in something like this, but I don't. There wasn't really words for it then either.
I guess I'll just be blunt.
Okay.
Yep, that's just fine. Are you my boyfriend?
Perfect. If that's what you want me to be, I think
I mean,
I
is that
would like
what you want?
Yes, I would like that very much.
Okay.
Shit, the planet.
That sounds like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Kitty laughing. Yeah. Then I think we gotta stop being awkward. Kind of like.
Yep. Silence.
Just gonna go in for a kiss.
All right. Yay.
Just shut up already.
I don't have words. Words aren't necessary. Let's just make out.
Let's just make out. Okay. And did we determine? Because I do like the idea that he literally cannot do the draining kiss if he still has temporary HP. Because it kind of makes it more of a he has no choice when it's not there. But if it's there, it doesn't need to have more soul. There's one there already. Why would it seek out more?
Makes sense.
Yeah, so no roll for wisdom save on that one. They get to have a fucking kiss and it's fine. For fucking once.
Non-canon roll for disappointment.
Non-canon roll for disappointment. Look, that just means that he's not jumping away after about 10 seconds.
No, that's fine. That's all I got for today.
That's it. Alright. I'll go roll a D100. Oh no. I didn't have to roll a D100. I just had to roll a con save. Shit.
Why are you rolling 100?
Why are you rolling a D100? Uh-oh.
Stop working.
Oh, both of them stopped working.
Huh?
They'll probably go downstairs to, let them know that you step back out. So go back downstairs to I guess, find Era and them to be like, because otherwise they're probably gonna think we're doing who knows what up there.
Yeah, no, we'll go downstairs. But before we go downstairs, if we're gonna go together, I want to officially announce this to my dad at least. I know I don't know him much, but I think he obviously knows.
Your dad knows.
Yeah, he knows, but I think
cornered me upstairs. Why do you think I ran out of the house that fast?
Oh yeah, no, I figured it's from the short time that I remember him. It's invasive.
You
but
should know, by the way, he fully threw you under the bus and said you've been single for 1,000 years. I want you to know that.
I mean, let's be honest, that doesn't really mean much to me because I only have like a year's worth of memories. But
I know.
that's kind of rude. Anyway, he holds his hand out. Shall we?
There's a moment of you can see like 5 different emotions go across his face. That image, like 5 different emotions blink in his eyes, and then he just kind of takes a breath and takes your hand. Yep.
Go downstairs. Everybody's still outside. We'll go out there.
You walk outside. Yep. Everybody kind of just looks over at the door as it opens.
Smoke.
It opens
like,
you up. Yeah. Like, hey, Dad. I'll do this right. But this is my boyfriend, Soul. You've met them already. So stop bothering me about it. And them. Because, come on.
Still bright red. Still very deep color.
Hex, taking a puff from the pipe, just starts hacking.
Hex the most sympathetic look, just like, I'm so sorry that we're kind of doing this to you right now, sort of face, because Soul knows things. I'm so sorry.
Only half of that equation's known, so whatever.
Era just sees the red face of Saul and just kind of walks up and just kind of, you look really red. Fire is very red. Did you know I invented the fire spell? It was a crazy, crazy day or evening or night. I don't really remember the details of that much, but it was very cool. I did.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if Soul actually knows that was definitely not a thing that's possible?
Go right ahead.
7, so... So, probably unlikely, but maybe. It's like...
Hex just kind of hands over the pipe to whoever's going to grab it. It's like, I need to take a walk.
And Soul just goes, if you...
What?
You probably don't want to talk to me, but if you need to talk, I'm probably of the people here the closest to knowing what you're going through to a degree. So offers open.
Alright. Let's see.
I mean, not necessarily right now, but, just blanket.
Holy shit! Holy shit! There's now a GM die.
Oh.
Do you see this?
Yeah, it's blank.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
No.
Secret roll!
Oh.
You really want to watch your players throw out a dice and don't say a word.
Yeah, I did see the 18, but...
He puts a hand on Soul's shoulder. Just does a real slow nod. And just puts the pipe in Soul's hand and just walks off.
Soul just looks at the pipe and like, oh. kind of looks at Zell's like, we probably shouldn't have done that in front of.
Yeah, kind of sucks when you don't remember everything.
No, yeah.
I don't know if there ever was, but I probably should be the one to talk to them at some point about that.
Probably, but we talked a little. I'm not gonna say what he's. You know, that's privacy and all.
Right.
But yeah, I remember he's all just gonna. He's totally take a drag from this pipe. He's gonna stop talking. He's like, I'm gonna stop talking before I say something I shouldn't. I'm gonna take a drag from this pipe. That is something I can do to stop my fucking mouth.
Just kind of puts a hand on around Zell, draws him in close. He says, "You know, you never did have good timing, but that was good. That was impressive. That was impressive."
Impressive how?
Well, you told me something I already knew and destroyed any hope that poor boy just had.
Great. And I'm just gonna go back and crawl into a corner. If you need me, I will be over here.
It's all just gonna reach out and grab him by the back of the jacket. It's like, no, you're not doing that.
Right, not doing that apparently. You sure? I'm okay with going back into a corner and probably just falling off.
If I'm not allowed to go hide in a corner, you're not allowed to go hide in a corner.
I would like to see you try. Casts reduce on himself.
No, fuck you.
And runs away.
I am faster than you, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I can fly.
What am I rolling, by the way, to see whatever because I did just take a drag from this pipe.
It doesn't affect you for another 24 hours.
Damn, okay. Oh, right, because I did it earlier. Fucking hypocrite!
Misty, step the fuck out. Don't think I won't.
I can do that too!
She still can't fly.
Oh, low blow.
His tail twitching. You regret that later. That's how we send him right back to Vernestra. No, I want to keep him. I want him to be our new friend.
So just kind of like just stop fighting and just kind of like go quiet for a little bit. And she's like, yeah, shit. You know?
Oh, he didn't actually run away?
No, he didn't actually run away. He did turn himself small, so he's kind of, made himself small. Literally.
Oh, no. It's like, we should, not necessarily tonight. A lot's happened, and I think I'm gonna go back to sleep in a little bit. Yeah. We need to... I'm assuming you sent a message to Pensha after we've been taken.
No, I sent a message to her after I got here. I haven't used it today. He pulls out his phone, like, here.
Well, maybe I was gonna say maybe we do that in the morning when we're not necessarily under the effects of whatever this is, or feeling some sort of shame, or.
Well, I mean, you can do it. That way we can use it for today, and if we have to send it again tomorrow, we have that chance, just to let her know that we're okay. You know?
All right. Yep. So, gonna. Suspension. He's gonna grab the stone and carefully think about what he's gonna say for a second. For once in his life, he's trying to be careful about what he's saying.
While you're busy with that, Zell's gonna take the pipe and smoke it.
Yes! Soul's mother.
Tiny Zell.
Tiny Cell. Soul's rubs the sigil on the stone and. Hi. Cell found us. We're with Oberyn. We're okay. Hopefully coming back to the material plane soon. Didn't want you to worry more than you had to. And just so that just in case she thinks that maybe this is a fake message, gonna send a sort of image of himself. And see, it looks a little bit, he's missing a shirt and shit, but this is his face. It's like, hi, it's me.
Nice, come back. Was a 9 plus?
Oh no!
Not much.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, it's a con, so that's an 11. Oh, 149. Yeah, this is all I wanted.
So yeah, Zell sent the message and a picture of himself. Zell is having some kind of a fun time with a pipe.
He's still giddy. I just want to point out he's still smiling and giddy, but he's also like half-heartedly depressed. It's a really weird mix between the two, going back and forth.
He's got butterflies for reasons now.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Oh no, 70's apparently a good one.
Apparently. Fucked up am I? Share me with the woes.
Roll me 5d10.
Oh!
Oh.
Sure.
That's a lot of high numbers. That's a lot of fucking 40s! What the
D10.
Okay, a 4, 4, a 3, a 2, and a 2. It's the same thing, just take the 0 off.
Yeah. The temperature around Zell drops for 15 degrees.
Oh no. It's all cold.
50 yards around Zell. It is now 15 degrees colder.
Oh no.
And is it centered on me? Like if I move, will it go with me?
Oh, absolutely.
That'll be fun when everyone wants to go to bed.
Oh, look, it's the cool set of pillows. Great.
Oh man, it could have been so much worse. It could
Does
have been so much worse.
Is Saul gonna respond to his message or?
Saul, in your mind, you get a picture of Pencha. I'm sorry, I'm dying.
Broke the DM. Broke him.
You get a picture of Pencha with Rand and Zendros. Like she responds. This is what? The 4th message I've gotten today? What is going on over there? I was trying to put together a team, and it just cuts off.
And you just see Saul like, it's like, we really just looks. It sounds like we really need a way to communicate with her that's better than this. She was apparently trying to walk over like, what? Shivers like, why is it fucking cold over here? What happened?
don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I'm cold. It's really cold, and no matter where I go, it's still cold. I'm sorry. What's going on? Why is it so cold? What is that pipe? Because I'm just really cold now. Right after taking that, and that's. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go over here so nobody else is cold. Are you guys still cold?
If only we had a fireball, we could have made it warm, probably. But, well, despite inventing it, I don't actually know
Okay.
how to make one, which is interesting.
Okay, I think it's time for bed. We'll get you in some blankets. That'll probably help. The longer you start talking, the more I'm thinking that thing, all I saw was a tiny version of myself in smoke. Whatever it did to you two is... Yep, insight.
What do you mean?
I'm just gonna be up here, away from everybody, so you're not cold. Are you guys still cold down there?
It's fine. Get down from there.
I will once you're not cold. Are you? Wait, you're probably not cold. You're always warm, which is nice. I like the warmth.
I really think a fireball could solve the situation. I'm just saying.
No,
fire is hot.
No. Fireball, not great idea. Right, inside.
Okay.
But the tree is alive, and if it's too cold, it won't do good. And I know about that because I know nature stuff. I am an expert, and it's cold.
Fire really could make it warmer. I mean, that's what fire does. Fire is hot. So,
Fire
too
plus
much
tree.
fire is bad.
I mean,
Too
not
much fire
inside
is
the tree,
bad.
obviously, but near.
It's
So.
a tree in the autumn court. It probably gets that cold every other Tuesday. It's fine.
You can probably stand a bit of a heat as well, then.
Not fire.
Not in the tree, just near Zell. So that Zell
It's
gets
gonna be
warm.
in the tree.
Ob
Also,
is at
Sarah
this
is
point
sorry for her.
rolling on the floor, laughing.
Why are you inside?
It's still cold.
He's gonna grab Era under one arm. He's walk over. And he's gonna try to grab Zell with the other arm. And he's going
flying
to
around, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, here we go. You know what? Roll it. I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll it under arm straight. Let's go. I will grapple your ass. Lift you up and take you with me.
And Era's just... I envision Era just hanging from Soul's arm, just grumbling about fireballs.
Fuck you. Guess what?
Nat 20?
Natural 20. You're mine.
No, you're gonna be cold. Misty step. 30 feet away. Yeah.
Hi, Joe. Welcome to this.
Like it.
At some
Like it a lot.
At some point, we need to have a long rest so we can actually get.
Also, after 5 minutes, he'll calm down and go with you.
Get everyone upstairs. So looking at that, this is fucking one bed again. I feel real bad about poor Hex now. It's like just dump the two of you into the bed unceremoniously.
How long does the cold last for, Petey?
1 hour.
Oh, okay. That's not the worst.
Dump
15
them
degrees. That could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
Imagine
is
if
it-
that shit was 30 degrees drop. You'd be like, oh, we're now in freezing temperatures. Congratulations.
Celsius or Fahrenheit? That's a good question.
Oh yeah, true.
I've been living my life in Celsius for the past month and a half, so it's definitely Celsius.
Oh,
Wonderful.
That's a big drop.
I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Because that'll be 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you, Mundle.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Soul's not happy about that. Soul's going with heat, not with cold.
Your internal temperature has to be at least 1,000 degrees. You're literally fire.
Oh yeah, my internal. I feel like I've got a fever 24/7, but that doesn't mean I handle cold very well.
Okay. Shall we go take our long rest now?
Let's take a long rest. Pointedly, Soul will be sleeping at the very edge of the bed, both because y'all are fucking cold as shit, and two, because he's paranoid and is literally sleeping with one hand around the hilt of his fucking sword. Just in case Baron Esther finds them in the middle of the night.
At some point, Ob is going to walk upstairs and just, lean against the wall watching Zell.
Oh, his son is home.
Is Soul, having one of his nightmares?
Probably, yeah, because I rolled it last time. Not a night terror, so he's not throwing a fit or screaming, but it's definitely not pleasant. Whatever's happening, it's some very obvious twitching, grumbling, and
Definitely
an
will
occasional muttered.
Do that spell. Nah, too high for that.
Yeah, very much muttered words in probably mix of Dwarvish and Infernal, honestly. So I don't think Ob would be able to figure out what any of the bits and pieces of word coming out of his mouth. But
oh, you little fake.
No, but he's definitely going to see the look and on Soul's face and the grumbling, and let's see, does he? Oh, he does. He's going to walk over and he's going to sit down on the side of the bed and just start stroking Soul's hair. And in Infernal, he's going to be whispering, "Shh.
Oh no!
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine."
The second Soul 1 feels something touch him, and 2 starts hearing Infernal. He just bolts up and kind of swings the sword up. Doesn't pull out of the sheath, so it's just like in the sheath, but just like up and out, like. Just
make the attack roll.
Did make an attack roll. Let's see if hopefully this man dodges. That is a. It would help if I had the sheet up. That is. Ooh, that's a 12.
Oh yeah, like.
Oh no!
The sword just kind of whacks him, and like you look, and he's just got his palm out, and the hilt of the sword is just stopped right there.
And so the dawning realization of what's just happened, who he just swung at. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Just lets go of the sword. Sorry.
He's gonna draw, like he's gonna push the sword down with his hand, and he's just gonna grab you around the shoulders, and he's just gonna say, in Infernal still, he's just whispering to you. So sleep is rough, eh?
Surprised he yelled and waking me myself. We'll respond back in Infernal. It's like, has been for a long time, yes. That wasn't nearly as bad as it can be, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he chuckles, he says, I don't think you could have hurt me, but do you want to talk about it?
Looks over his shoulder. This one's hard to explain. I think I can. It's not one of the recurring ones. More just gestures around the stuff that's just what if things had gone wrong, I suppose, today. So.
He stands up and says, just still whispering, says, well, if you need to get it out, it literally just out of nowhere, a short sword appears and it's sheathed, but it just appears in his hand. He says, "It's been a while since I've sparred."
Because I was. Oh no, the hand on the. So I mean, Varnish had been chasing us, and I was just. In case she decided to. I don't know why she would have showed up in here, just, paranoid.
He nods, and the sword vanishes, and he just tips off his forehead to you and says, "Get some sleep."
Ignis absolutely was totally yelling in his head, like, yes! He's like, nope! Nope.
Our royal dresser will be here tomorrow.
Oh, good.
To make sure that you're properly attired.
Very much appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Again, I'm very sorry. I didn't.
He just shakes his head, chuckling, and walks off back down the stairs.
He's just like looks back and is okay. And since it's probably the middle of the night, he's gonna look back. I'm sure he's selling error there. Is Hex there in the bed, or is Hex like not back yet? Or
no, you don't see Hex in bed with you now.
Mild concern, but he's not going to go look for him. And Zell and Error are still very much asleep.
I don't know, are they?
Yeah, they're still very much. Did you get woken up by the yelp?
Fucking out.
He's fucking out. Alright, so, yeah.
What would that be?
Whatever you want it to be.
You want to do. Yeah, you could just make her have woken up if you want.
I'm gonna say perception, so 16. I guess she woke up, but also kind of realized the situation and just kind of
turn over.
Yeah. Just pretended not to.
Yeah, lay back down and
noticed.
Yeah, so lay back down and inch away from the side of the bed and roll over. He's like, I'm gonna go for some. He's asleep, but we're going for comfort cuddles now. Even though you're asleep, that's fine. You can still be a teddy bear.
So yeah, what's everybody else got planned before the ball begins?
Dancing lessons.
Yep, dancing lessons.
Or at least Era. I don't know if Zell needs them or anything.
I probably. What's my performance?
What's my performance?
0. I rolled a 13. I am average at dancing. Not worse, but decent.
To be fair, that's one where I'm just like, it's somewhere in dexterity, less performance, more. He's not charismatic dancer. He's not a performing. Well, he was a performing dancer, but it's less of a trying to put on a show and more. This is how you move your body in a way that's nice.
Era would probably also.
If the boy wants to perform, let the boy perform.
So,
Era.
how successful?
Era would probably also be looking for advice when it comes to etiquette because she's never been in this kind of a situation.
So we'll give what he knows at least of, which might not be, but preface it with it's like, I don't know how much of this is applicable to Fae Court, but it's if people have titles, you address them with titles. So for example, King Oberyn, if you were responding to it, it would be Your Grace or Your Majesty, what have you. My lord, my lady, that's that sort of thing. If they have a title, they usually like it when you defer to it in some fashion. If you go to ask someone to dance, you have a little bit, you extend the hand. If you're not staying with a partner for the entire time, it's polite to part between dances, to give the person a chance to break, and to, pass the attention around.
He just listens intently, just nodding, looking slightly worried in parts.
I also like to imagine that Sol is giving this information while he's. I described the process before. At some point, he is going to be taking over the kitchen to make some of that sort of perfume stuff I'd mentioned before. That rope that where you can take flower petals and you kind of put them in a double boiler situation and you recollect the steam and basically makes water that smells good. So he's done that at some point. So yes, good smelling things. And it absolutely, by the way, the next morning before this after long rest, went downstairs, definitely grabbed some random fruit, started eating it. Completely forgot where he was because he's comfortable enough with Oberyn. Just started eating a random fruit.
All right, make Constitution saving throw, please.
It's a natural 8. Let's see what the plus is. That's a 13.
A 13. Oh, let's see which fruit it was, eh?
Let's
The
see.
fruit of life.
I looked up autumnal fruit. I know there was figs and grapes and things. Where
Magic mushrooms.
magic mushroom eats a mushroom.
I mean, I gave it to one of
Peach.
my players. I would see Petey doing that to us too.
Go to pick up a fruit. You eat a mushroom. It's not a fruit. You eat the fruiting body of a mushroom.
Technically, we eat the flowers of mushrooms, so.
Uh-oh. I hear a snort. That's not good.
Snicker
Or
snack.
it's very good.
Did it magically roll the this fruit is it's a fig, and this fruit actually acted straight up as the joke implies, where it's an Aphrodite. You are now under the effects of a love potion for the next 2 hours.
Nope. It's even better than this.
Oh no. Go ahead. Come on.
No bipedal creatures can speak within 100 yards of you for
Oh no.
How long?
an hour.
It's an hour in the morning where Soul's trying to strike up conversation. No one can talk to him. It's great.
I can't speak, but that doesn't mean I can't use telepathy.
There you go. Telepathic communication only. Did Hex have that?
Who's the first person to go downstairs?
Probably Soul. As
You'd see Hex sort of sprawled out on like a sleeping roll near the door.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, he would try his best not to wake him up, and if anything, might bring, go back upstairs and bring whatever pillows or blankets we're not actively using downstairs for him for future endeavors. And just put him down next to the bedroll.
I'm guessing that's meters.
Make some tea and attempt breakfast.
Excellent.
That's yeah.
So yeah, during the day today, somebody's going to show up, and this person's literally going to be a little tiny grandma fairy, and she's like pulls out a little tiny string measuring tape and takes all of your measurements one at a time.
Era is going to be very intrigued by that whole process.
Yep.
As they're taking Zell's measurements, I was going to mention them, like, I kind of like my clothes like this. And he shows off the coat that he wears with the full degree bits on there. Like, is it possible to kind of make it like that?
Oh yes, very much. She's got a grin of glee when she sees this.
I'm surprised you aren't just going to be wearing something that you already. You probably have clothes here.
I mean, probably. I don't know.
It'd probably be pretty easy to grab something you already own that's plenty fancy enough and just adjust it for your current height?
But how long has it been since I was back here wearing those clothes? They
You were
might
either out
not
of
be in fashion.
It's like, I did not expect you to care about being in fashion, but okay.
I don't know how this stuff works. It's a ball. I've never been. Well, I probably have been to them, but I've never been to one.
So it's just like, I've never, it's like, if you have.
Guess you could also kind of get something that's matching if you get something new made now with
It's
Soul.
also
Wait.
Turns away at that one. Don't put that idea in my head, please.
That's.
That would
I
be
mean,
cute.
I know that you
Remain still for
were
the
never
seamstress.
really into like disclosing this when we were back in Salt Marsh and everything, but I don't really see it being. I guess in some places it is a problem, but I personally don't see it as a problem. Having some kind of declarant like that, it's subtle, right? But
It is.
also avert.
Yeah. This is a good time as any, so let's go. It's all. And I'm sure you heard me trying to give Era a slight rundown on what I know about etiquette and the material plane. I don't know, again, how much it applies here, but for back home, back here, right? Yeah, you're Celius caster, all that. For that event, you are Celius Astreus. You are the crown prince of the Autumn Court. And if we're to make sure that we are up to snuff for the other hoity-toity noble folks, I will be treating you as such. At least in front of people.
I like nothing of that to be a thing at all. And I am 100% sure that the old me also would not like any of that at all.
No, they're probably also gonna be. You're probably gonna hear people say some shit either directly to my face or behind my back because I gestures to his head. I know what I am, and I know a lot of people back home didn't like what I am, and there are people here who wanted me dead to begin with, which is why you did the whole everything that happened. And we're not going to make a scene. We're not going to confront anyone. That's going to piss people off. People pissed off, they're less likely to see you or Oberon's viewpoint on things. I can suck it up. I am used to that sort of abuse. I will be fine. You do not have to worry about anything you hear. They might say some shit about Era too.
When you say you're used to that sort of abuse, you just see like a cave of anger go on Zell's face for a moment there. Goddamn arms race.
Goddamn arms race.
Okay. First off, I understand that you came from a lot of let's just say tragedy, but please don't say that you're used to that. I want that to be like you're not used to that anymore. If we can get to that point, that'd be really great because that's not something everybody should be used to. I understand what you're saying. I understand that we essentially are putting on a show. Even so, just because we're putting on a show doesn't mean you have to have everything 100%. So don't take it too hard. I guess I don't know how to put it properly. I just don't want it to be 100% that way. I do understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you though. I just don't want it to be so hard and difficult, especially for you having to revert to that.
Trust me, there's also the entire possibility that depending on how much of a stir up your dad wants to do, I haven't ruled out the possibility that your sister's going to be on the guest list because that's the appropriate thing to do.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Yeah.
So, we don't want to make a scene because she's probably the ringleader of the whole making things happen we don't want situation.
I understand that. Oh, Era. How do you feel about all this?
It's like
I know I know it's out of my depth, so I'm sure it's even worse for you.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. I mean, as far as, comments and such, I'm fairly, it wasn't exactly nice where I was either, but I do worry about all of the other things because that I'm not used to.
It'll be fine. And I think most people will probably be all right. This is just precautions, and it'll be easy enough to stay safe. Just make sure we're within eyesight of each other. Don't go off somewhere private with someone you don't know. That sort of thing.
So, okay. Let me go talk to Dad. Find out. I need some information, and then we can find out. Yeah, I'm 99% sure that my sister will probably attend because, of course, even if she wasn't invited, I'm pretty sure she would just storm in anyway. From what I've seen. Let me go talk to him. See what we can do until then.
The question is if he decides to quell the inevitable tantrum by actually giving her an actual invite.
Yeah. There is one thing that I want to do before this whole thing goes down. And I want both of you to come with me too, as well, if we can go there. I don't know how far it is.
Sure.
We keep, this, I guess at one point was my home. I'm kind of curious to see where I lived at, and I know it wasn't just here. You said I had a grove. Maybe it'll help me remember stuff. Help us on this whole thing.
Depending on how many days until the ball.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is, or if we have enough time. But if we do,
looks at the DM. How many days before the ball?
You have 2 days to the
2
ball.
days. How? That's probably not going to happen because there's clothes to be fitted and shit.
Yeah, well, we don't. We don't know. Like the grove could just be like an hour or two away. We don't know. That's why I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. We'll go talk. I'll be right back. Find Obe. Is he around?
You walk outside, and Obe is going to town on a tree with his sword.
Okay.
I'll just fly up to next to him, like, "Hey, good morning."
Funk. Oh, you're awake.
Yeah, been up for a little while. We were talking. Quick question. One, I assume that we're inviting my sister to this thing, right?
Oh, it wouldn't be a party if Vernestra didn't show up at some point.
Like I said, it's when she'll show up. It's whether or not she throws a tantrum at not getting an invite.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling about that. Also, out of curiosity, we mentioned that I had a grove at one point. Where is it?
He stops mid-swing. It's like, looks at you. You mean you didn't recognize it?
I don't remember a lot of things. I really don't.
Oh. Do you remember where you popped in?
The first time I came here?
Shrugs every time you've come here.
Oh. Do I just keep popping into that area?
Do you ever wonder why?
I didn't really think about it at the time.
It's the same reason Novus knew where to find you.
Well, in my defense, the first time I came here was not expecting anything. And then the second time I came here, I was in a rush.
He nods solemnly. Well, you've been here for quite a bit of time. You might want to go back there.
Refresh my memory. How many days was it before I got there? Was it 2 or 3 days?
Before you got to the Feywild?
When I came to the Feywild, it took me a while to get here. I can't remember how long that took.
No, it only took you about a day to walk to the Autumn Court from your grove.
Okay. I mean, if we took the Ornithopter, we could probably get there sooner. Okay. We already got our measurements and everything done. Is there anything else we need to do to prepare for this thing? There's something I should know, honestly. I'm very lost.
Well, Fey parties tend to be rather self-explanatory. You can do as much or as little as you want, really.
Is there anything that I should adhere to, like etiquette or courtesies or something?
He grins, says, I think you'll do just fine.
That didn't answer anything. Okay. Is there any plan so that we can make sure we don't get murdered? Considering Solus is a target that we're trying to protect, what precautions are we taking?
He takes another swing at the tree. Let's see. Dealing 12 damage to it. Well, each of us are going to be doing our own thing to prevent any sort of kerfuffle.
Okay. So, prepare for fight on our own, and just be on the lookout in general. Oh, okay.
There is no plan.
There's no plan there. It's just a pure wing, isn't it?
I'm sure you've remembered how well your plans turn out. And he sort of breathed in through his teeth. He's like, there's a reason you have that problem. You definitely didn't get it from me.
I'm gonna assume that
some shade, dude.
I assume that is a dig at someone else who I have never met currently.
Oh no. You absolutely got it from me.
Oh, of course. Okay. Yeah. Self-shade. Got it. Okay. I'm going to go back to everybody for now, and we're going to plan this out on our own.
Cool.
I would inform you what's going on later. Thanks. Yeah, okay. Have fun hitting the tree.
Right, so the question is, do we actually go to the grove, or do we want to try to get as much of this ball happening as possible?
Well, yeah, there's not really anything that we need to do, per se. And also, there is no plan. We're just going for it. So...
honestly, that... It's kind of glancing in the direction of the door. I don't know if I'm really that surprised, to be honest.
Apparently that's where I get it from. Okay. At least so far my plans have kind of worked for the most part, at least not in the end. Okay. Well, apparently my grove is not that far. It was a one day travel. If we took the ornithopter, we could probably be there in a couple hours and back. But we don't have to do it now. We can do it later. It's not super important.
It certainly is important, but so Troy, whenever you think you're ready for that sort of thing, I can't imagine. Not every memory you're gonna remember is good. Just depends on if you're ready for whatever you might remember, whether it's good or bad.
Assuming I remember anything at all, but I don't know. It just feels like maybe I had a house there, something in the grove that, from my past that I just kind of curious about.
Yeah.
Put a log to hit.
I'm assuming Hex is up and about and getting measured as well.
You haven't seen Hex this morning now. After he woke up, he just kind of walked out of the house, and unless you've gone looking for him, you haven't found him.
Right, which is probably it's like if we do go, I'm gonna ask Hex if he wants to come along. He might want to, he might not want to.
No, maybe I should go. I kind of have to talk to him anyway, don't I? I think honestly, from what I know now, it's only fair that I talk to him, isn't it?
You're also kind of the source of the trauma right now that he might not want.
I understand that, but also at the same time, it's just, don't I kind of owe it? I guess in a way I owe him an explanation. At least I haven't really talked with him. Just talked. I've just said, "Hey, let's go," and that was it.
Well, we'll all go take a look for him, and he might not like the idea of being alone with you. Is the other thing.
Okay, we can go together.
Yeah. It just looks like Eric's like, you want to come?
Sure.
Oh no, you're coming with too. I was also gonna grab both your hands and be like, "Please take me," because I don't know what I'm doing.
Just walk outside and call to Oak. It's like, you seen Hex? I thought he was gonna get measured too, but I haven't seen him.
The tree that Hope was whacking at is now on the ground, and Hope is still going to town on it.
It's firewood.
It's firewood.
No, not really.
He's also to Eric's like, he's also a soldier, and I'm gonna be honest. It's been itching for a fight, so if he wants to punch me in the face, I'm sure it would certainly like a fight.
But hey, I would go to that. Like, do you want me to give you a better target? I've actually kind of wanted to try something out, and I'm going to conjure minor elemental and make a gargoyle appear. Be like, better than a tree?
Poor gargoyle just gets pulled out from its home and it's like, hello? Whap!
Elemental. How much HP is this thing gonna have?
It's a gargoyle, so decent? I don't know. It's minor, so.
The gargoyle has 52 hit points.
Oh shit. That's not bad.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah, but it's under my control, thank you.
They defend themselves from hostile creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. It's like, I'm not gonna take that. Bam!
What's the other one? The Aesir? Easier. Oh, it's like kind of a dwarf, but it's on fire.
Well, we've already summoned a gargoyle.
Gargoyles had more health.
He just nods and starts swinging at the gargoyle. I imagine the gargoyle's gonna. Oh yes.
So they're just going out in the corner.
Yeah, it has resistance to anything that's not made out of adamantite.
There you go. Rough house with that thing for a while, Dad.
Actually, no. This is a better gargoyle. Thump.
There we go.
Sure.
So
Like, yeah,
off
yeah.
to search for our missing Eladrin friend.
Yeah, I'll be like, here, you practice a real fight with something that actually can fight back. So they're in a fight now. I will mentally tell the gargoyle to fight for real, but not to kill my dad.
Please don't kill my dad.
I think we found him.
Yep. Go search for Hex.
Roll me a d4, please.
Yep. Oh, who's rolling a d4?
3.
Okay. It takes you 3 hours of walking around the grounds before you find Hex is currently sparring with another creature. Looks like a creature with, goat legs and horns, and they are really going at it.
Watching like you see Sayon's Soul's eye twitch, and he kind of rolls his head back and forth and shakes it like he's trying to clear his head for a second. Just watching.
They end up dropping to the ground, and Hex grabs a leg. He's like trying to toss it around, and it manages to get around behind him and drops him onto his back. Yeah, it's a good fight.
It's a good fight. So we'll call out at some when it seems like he's not gonna get Hex heated. He'll call out. It's like if you haven't already gotten your measurements done, Seamstress is probably looking for you.
In between throws, he yells back, "I am good. Don't worry about me."
You better not be planning on ditching. You're coming to this thing too.
How do I pronounce that?
I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent?
Excellent, yes, I imagine.
Is that right?
Sounds about right.
Excellent. As I was gonna to yell out, be like, excellent.
Oh no!
When you get the chance, if you wanted to talk, I kind of wanted to have a conversation.
That caught him by surprise. 1 full name, 2 that stutter.
He stutters. And sort of the satyr grabs a hold of him and turns him into a straight up pretzel.
It's almost like now look what you did.
That's his name, isn't it?
It is, but imagine if I called across the room and you hadn't seen me in a long time, and I called Zelius out across the room and that stuttered.
That's also my name.
He looks at Harry like, I don't think he gets it.
Harry just kind of looks between them. I'm not sure I do either. Oh.
We need to get you a friend.
She leans a bit closer to Saul. Are you gonna fight Hex now?
If he wants to, but honestly, after that, I don't really want to push it.
Should we wait, or do you want to go somewhere else and do something, or? Oh.
Unless there's anything else we want to do, I'm good with skipping ahead, doing whatever.
Yeah. Are they done fighting? Because he's staring at me, and it's kind of creeped me out.
Both of them get it. So the satyr grabs Hex by an arm and pulls him up, and then they both look, and it's like it clicks, and they both just drop to a knee.
It's all just like in the corner,
shit.
just smiling.
Oh no! Oh no! Can I not be flying right now?
No, it's like make yourself like.
Yeah. Like, no, please. Please get up. And I've seen this before. You don't have to do that. Please get up.
The satyr swoons slightly. She sort of whispers to Hex, he's speaking to me.
Solus trying not to laugh. He's got his hand over one's mouth and ducked his head down.
He's gonna just go forward, but like, hi, sorry to interrupt. Did not mean to interrupt it. You guys were fighting. I guess I'll just leave you alone. You carry on. I would very so much like to have a word with you at some point. Yeah, when you're not fighting and busy, please get up though. You don't have to do that with me, please.
Does Zell like grab them to pull them up?
Absolutely.
Takes their hands. Gently the hands.
We're about to have a fainting satyr. Yes.
Solus now leaning against a nearby tree, just wheezing into his arm.
Oh no. The satyr that faints. Zell's gonna check up on them, make sure they're okay.
She looks up at Zell standing over her, like, oh. Hex sort of stands over and grabs her and says, "Don't worry, you get used to it." Picks her up.
Yeah, I is it okay if we talk now, or do you want to get back to your fight?
Yeah, he sort of looks at you and looks back at Soul just dying against a tree and says,
It doesn't.
I suspect everything needs to be said has been said.
So, that's the thing. And actually, I'd be like, can we please just for a minute, like, if you excuse us just for a moment?
Yeah.
She just kind of runs off at this point.
Oh, the poor and Soul's just like, Sarah, let's go over here. Let's go over here. I think I saw an interesting I ate those figs, and I don't think we should find some more and bring it back for Oberyn.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna wheel Era off into a little distance away, within shouting range. If something sort of if say very nice job popped out of a bush.
Thexelum. Am I pronouncing that right? Thexelum?
Yeah.
Full name.
Like, his eyes drop. He said, Yes, Your Majesty, that's correct.
Oh!
Okay, no, please don't. Okay.
I warned you, Hex, I did!
Let me start with this at the beginning. I don't know how much 100% you have been told about me. Hi, let me start with this. I am Zelius Caster. As far as I know, I've been alive for about 1.5 years because I don't remember anything at all. And I am slowly but surely regaining a lot of that stuff. Gonna sound really awkward, but there is a voice in my head that is the old me that sometimes informs me about some things, but is not very nice about it because they don't give me the details when I need them, usually just afterwards. So whatever was beforehand,
They are
I don't
100% cracking up in the back of your head.
Yeah,
You hear cackling.
Yeah.
Zeal's having a good time.
Zeal's having a fucking ball. So I just want to start this off with, I'm very sorry. To whomever I was before, I don't know who that person was. I unfortunately don't know who we were at some point. I've only learned little bits as of recently and are working with them. And if there was something that I overstepped or otherwise, I'm sorry.
He's going to put a hand on your shoulder and say, "We have been friends long enough. You don't need to explain."
Feel like I need to. Yeah, it didn't exactly leave with the happiest of face yesterday, and clearly something is bothering you. I have an idea as to what that is, but I don't know 100%, and I just don't like when people aren't the happiest that they can be, but I understand it's not always going to be the case, and I'm rambling again, and I just don't know what to say or do, because again, I don't remember everything.
He nods solemnly. He says, "Imagine someone who you've known your whole life disappears and then comes back and doesn't know anything about you.
I understand that to a point. I wish I could say I knew more. I don't.
He holds up a finger and says, "I think this is easiest for both of us. If I've retained my duty above all."
Oh! My heart.
I don't know what to say. Mostly because I don't actually know what your duty was. But also because I listen, I'm not the best with this stuff. I'm really not. I know I'm not. I do my best to do what I can for everyone around me. And it doesn't take a genius to notice that you're not exactly happy with the situation at hand. I don't know what relationship we had before, but I do know that you have done what you could to protect the family that I have found, and for that I'm grateful, ever so. And that only makes me want to make sure that you're happy too, because you helped me and my family and friends, and I don't want things to be awkward. I would like to start off as a friend, not someone who's above you, because that means nothing to me. Let's be real. To all of you, I know it's got to be the weirdest thing, but for me, I'm just me.
I'm not a prince.
If that's okay. If it's too much, I'm sorry.
One tear just rolls down his cheek. And he says, I need time.
Oh.
I know.
Understandable, but also oh.
I understand.
This man needs a hug.
I
Probably not from Sal, but he needs a hug.
Whenever you're ready, you let me know. Just I appreciate what you've done, and I'm sorry for what you've lost. I'm just gonna turn and start heading back.
I'll answer Era's thing in text, in voice then. It's like, she just kind of waves off what she said. I'm not worried about you not being courteous and making things difficult for Zell. I'm worried about me doing that for myself and Zell. You have the benefit of being something that no one's really seen and doesn't have any negative connotation. Honestly, people probably just think you're fascinating. Which is probably going to be a lot in its own right.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's better,
If
I'll be
you-
honest. But,
Well, you do have the option of running and hiding with myself or Zell or probably Hex. Obe even. I think Obe's quite fond of you. So if someone starts being too much, if someone starts giving you trouble, just no one's really gonna stop you from saying, I think it's like, oh, I was going to go check in with the High King and just go hide with Obe. No one's gonna bother you then.
that's true. I will probably stay close if I can,
Of course.
as much as possible.
Looks it's like, how'd it go?
Horrible. I feel like I've just done the worst thing that I possibly can to somebody. That they just need some time, and I hope that they'll forgive me, and that they'll be able to move past all this. But there's nothing I can do here. I've said what I had to say, and I hope that they are okay. But I know that's gonna take time. I'm just gonna go for a walk back to the house.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Do you want to come with you, or do you need a minute?
No, you should definitely not leave me alone. I don't just
Okay.
curl up right now.
Looks back over in the clearing to where X was, and it's like, all right. Just gonna walk along with Zell. All right.
I have completely demolished my emotional being over the last 5 hours. I'm going to take some time to recover from my emotional trauma that I've just inflicted upon myself and others, and eventually become the back upbeat Zell that we all know.
Time to repress all of my emotions.
Yeah.
And then we have Mundle in chat explaining exactly how we got into this situation in the first place.
Emotional
Damage! And Rach listening, what a beautiful train wreck. Yep. You did deliver to the enemy. To be fair, you delivered it to the enemy because I shapeshifted and lost my shit. So, and said Ignis would love to fight either Hex or Oberon. Very much so. Soul does not want to let him loose on Oberon. It's like, that seems like it could end very badly for me. If I set the demon loose on someone has to get well, yeah. Alright. Is there anything are we doing anything else?
But what else is going on today?
I don't know. What else? Because I've emotionally scarred myself for about 2-3 hours. I'll decide.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to the Grove.
Nope, not
Probably not.
I don't think there's anything else happening today.
Nope.
Alright. Then
Anyway.
is it prep time? Are we going?
Yeah.
Dress up time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I just have one question for that then. Are we deciding what we got to wear, or are you?
Well, so the next morning, the little tiny fairy grandma shows up, and she's got 3 silk wrapped packages.
Ooh.
Wendell's lighting himself up now.
Now, if somebody wants to describe their package, that's fine. Otherwise, I will start with Era.
Sure.
Damn it, Jill.
So yeah.
All right. Oh, does that mean if starting as Era does? The question is, starting with Era, did the grandma make something she thought would look nice on us, or is basically Era get to decide like this is what my dress looks like?
Oh no! Each one of you has a unique package.
Oh, good. So Era gets to describe what Era's got.
Well, I was going. I don't know. Does Era want to describe what she's got, or does she want me to? Because I could set the scene with that.
I mean, if you have an idea, then yeah, you should probably go with that.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Era, you unwrap your silk, and inside there's what appears to be a several layers thick. The outside feels like silk, but it's durable. When you hold it up, the outside of it first looks like just straight black, but as the light hits it, you see that it's got an emerald color to it. And as the light hits it, it changes between black and emerald.
Nice.
And you open it up, and it's got hasps inside. The hasps are hidden in such a way that they aren't visible when you're wearing it. And you see that there are hidden slots in each side, one on each side for a dagger.
Oh,
nice.
Shit. They're expecting us to bring weapons to this fucking event. Damn.
If you put it on, you can feel that this is flexible. Inside of it, so inside it's reinforced in the right places to provide good armor.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also feel that there's a sort of a metallic braid in there.
Mm-hmm.
That, and she sort of, this gleam in her eyes says, "Do you like it?"
Very much. It's got everything I could have ever wanted from a dress. Thank
Oh,
you.
has she already put it on, or is she just looking at it at this point?
Probably just looking at it, but like all the details are perfect. Era is very happy and very obviously so.
It's so pretty as well, and it's
Oh gosh, what's the word?
so functional. This is brilliant.
And Zol's kind of like looking over. It's like, Nof's like, if you need assistance getting into that,
Maybe yet, actually.
yes, yeah, I'll help you.
It does have pockets for knives.
Who wants to go next?
What's my package look like?
I think we all decided, no, let Petey do it. Let's go.
I have an idea of what I would want. I just don't. I want to know what Petey would make too at the same time. So it's like, huh.
Look, say what Petey would make, and then you make some adjustments in your head. It's fine.
Well, no, I'll say this in my head. I don't know what the package looks like, but I imagine something akin to like a tailcoat.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yes.
Zell has a 3-piece suit inside.
Oh my god. Yes.
The tailcoat that it envelops the shirt and slacks.
Surprised they do treat suits very well.
It's a similar design to the jacket that he normally wears. It doesn't close at all. Like it just drapes over the shoulders.
Similar.
And the coloring, it's got that shimmering blue coloring to it, And when the light moves against it, it looks like there's stars shooting down the back.
So cool.
The shirt is a deep blue, like twilight sky blue. It has just a short tie, you know, like those ones where it's not a bow tie, but
more like a
like you tie it together. Yes, exactly. And the slacks match the shirt.
Is there a vest?
I was like, actually, let me say that for the vest that goes along with it, because I totally want there to be a vest. The vest itself would be that like deep navy blue. So like when you're close to it, you could tell that it's blue, but at a distance it's dark, like it's black.
Oh, so
but it would have that like iridescent copper filigree, like leaves and vines going across it.
Yes. You've got both. You've got both the stars and the nature. Yes.
Got the autumn leaves in copper, and
Yes.
the stars draped around them. Yeah, because I love it.
Perfect.
I guess Soul is next.
Well, yeah. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Did they go with the
Soul.
matching?
You open yours up. It is the filigree that is on Zell's. That's the main color of this jacket.
Oh, so what color was the filigree on his? The copper or the was it gold?
The copper filigree. That is the material that this jacket is made from. There's blue and gold flames that flicker and move with the light as it passes across this cloth. Underneath is a crimson red shirt and sort of smoke dark slacks and a jet black pencil tie.
Pencil tie. Okay, nice. Sounds like on mine. Then the vest would probably be probably a black of some sort. Then.
Oh yeah. If you look though, running down that tie, there's just one thread of silver, the same silver that makes up the shooting stars.
Subtle. Nice.
Yes, well done.
Well done. That's all we look at changed. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, Feywild, dress up.
Let's go. It'll help. It'll absolutely help Aaron, probably Zell, use those previous skills from being Kari's personal attendant, family Thurhog, to good use. You do that, get them into clothes, smooth down Aaron's feathers so they're not all sticking up in odd places. It's like, all not brushed out because you can't brush them, but do what he can to preen them down into place.
PD.
Yes.
I would like one more thing included in my package.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That was secret from everybody.
Oh, I want a secret thing.
After Zell gets dressed and everything's there, he goes to the side and he picks up Winino, and he has a little flower that has autumn leaves built into it. That he had like a little thing that she could have top of her head so that she could be dressed up too.
Oh, that's
Just gonna pop
adorable.
to his shoulder and be like, "You're just gonna come with me."
Oh my goodness.
Just like whispered it to the little granny when you were getting measured.
Yeah, there's like something akin to like the filigree that he has there with that same copper leaves on there, but then it also just has like vibrant, bright flower.
See, now I'm almost like, oh my god, I should have done something for Mouse too. Shit. She was there.
I mean, are you gonna take Mouse with?
I mean, she's a Feywild creature. She's probably fine, right?
I don't see why not.
Let's do why not.
What are they gonna do? Stop me from letting that happen?
True. She's protection.
But yes, I just wanted to add that there because she's coming with me. Winnie knows it's my little girl. She's gonna chill on Zell's shoulder while we go to this place.
This is my baby.
How are you doing, Silent?
My
Welcome.
avocado.
It's adorable.
Probably go help Zell too, because since the odds of this man knowing how to tie a tie are slim.
I don't even have to roll. The answer is no.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that for you, and help get your hair and deal all set. At this point, someone's doing this. He absolutely has not gotten dressed yet. He's like maybe got the shirt and the pants on while he's getting everyone else dressed.
I will help you get dressed once you help everyone else.
I was like, I got it. It'll take me 10 minutes. It's like, no, I'm helping you.
And while
Like,
Sol is helping Zell, is just happily placing daggers.
Happily filling in with daggers.
Zell's gonna look at Solus and be like, I know you know what you're doing, but you're not our attendant. So let me help you too.
Begrudgingly lets him help.
Don't lie, there was a little smile there.
There was a little one. It was mostly fake begrudging.
Yes, less than 3, Silent.
Head down this, as we do, and you just make sure one more
Hope you're doing
one more
good.
pass of the flattening down Zell's. He's just sitting there. He's like a mother head. He's just like, everything's laying straight on both. Everything's fine. Okay. And, he's checking the lapels, everything else. I'll check for like the 10th time at this point as they're going out the door.
Zell's
And
gonna-
he's just going to mutter very low and very quiet straight up in Druidic. And remember, for just tonight, you're my prince. And just continue walking forward.
Absolutely pouting. But it's
Oh, there was a bit of a purr to that. He was,
oh, I'm sure.
he was having fun. He was having fun on that one.
I'm sure.
All right. Ball time. Let's go.
Yay!
All right, that's okay.
But just to make this will probably poor Zella as they get closer to the ball situation. Soul ever wanting to make this really just a good time for Aaron who's ever been this will offer his arm to Aaron. It's like, here, I will bring you up. You just follow me. Everything will be fine.
I just kind of just nods, just looking around.
Happily goes along. For mechanics speaking, Petey, we're not wearing armor at all anymore, correct? This isn't some special material that gives us some kind of bonus.
This material gives you a base AC of 14, but that's it.
Oh, base of 14?
Yes.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Okay, let me do that. Yeah, add 1.
That's the same as me wearing studded leather armor and having a shield.
Yeah, that's the same as me wearing my scale mail.
Add additional miscellaneous bonus of 4. Enter, and now back up to 17. I was taking my armor and my shield off because I know we're not wearing that right.
Oh no, that's nothing.
Fucking dapper.
Don't know
Dapper is
how to adjust for AC.
If you click on your armor class, the thing that says armor class, you can click it'll open up a menu, and under customize you can add in additional miscellaneous bonuses. Just put a 4 and press enter, and it'll change your base to 14. And it'll automatically add in your dexterity.
Oh, okay.
You get to see.
I'm not gonna have my sickle or my staff with me, but I will always have my crystal, just for the sake of knowledge.
That's a good point. I could still get away with having that. That greatsword might be too unwieldy to have sheath aside for this, so probably not.
You probably could have asked for a short sword or something too, something like a decorative sword. You know what I mean?
That's true. You might have. But he also probably wouldn't have even thought of it because he can summon the fucking shit.
It's up to you.
Yeah, he wouldn't even thought of it.
On the way, Era, Hex is going to walk up beside you and hold an arm out and say,
"Oh, I'm sorry."
May I have this escort?
I already did.
Era just kind of looks at Sol, looks at Zell, and just kind of.
Yeah, sure. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
And then she just.
Soul relinquish Era because she was already on Soul's arm.
Era just figures, Sol would probably want to have Zell, so.
Soul's like, oh, I want
scamper off
to
with
dance
that.
with this.
It's Mr. Studio Girl right there.
Okay. This is the escort, that's true, I can handle it. And awkwardly is just like, oh, okay.
Sol's gonna look at Sol and be like, it's okay. She saw me.
This is true. Walk in the arms like, I suppose we'll see if anyone immediately tries to take my head off for daring to have you on my arm, huh?
If they do, I will fight them for you.
Era just kind of leans closer to Hex.
Did that happen?
He looks down at Era and says, there's a reason you're the armed one here.
I am?
You're the protection detail! Surprise!
Oh, okay.
He winks at Era and says, I think we got this.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Be interested to see. I just realized we never told Oberyn Soul's last name. He probably thinks Soul's last name is Novus's last name. It'll be fun.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Does Era have a last name? You can send it to me in private DM if you want.
No. She's just gone by Era. So.
If she has one, she doesn't know what it is.
Yep, basically.
I mean, if anybody would know, it'd probably be you, PD.
I wanted to make sure that she hadn't picked something.
I'd not know.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
If Oberyn magically knows her last name, that's gonna be hilarious.
I mean, he has the ring and all that, so maybe he figured out a bunch of stuff about Era's mom we don't know about yet. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
So, Ob walks up first towards the dance floor. And there's a glowing, like, beautiful elk with glowing fur. It glows the color of the moon.
Well, Soul doesn't know who Eldoc is. I know who Eldoc is. Eldoc.
And as Ob walks up onto the dance floor, the elk speaks up. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall introduce the guests tonight. High King Oberon. He just sort of walks in. You know, he's strutting at this point. He just waving at everybody as he walks in, walks down. He reaches all the way down to the end, and turns around, and gestures.
Like, what are you waiting for?
Okay.
Okay, just takes a deep breath. trying to put on the best, just like I'm supposed to be here face he possibly can.
Yep, totally. Got it. Let's go. Let's yeah.
Just pause. For Eldoc.
Do we have to know her name or something? Hi.
Prince Zelius Estrellas, escorted by Lord Solus Aquavanti.
Oh, they did know my last name. Cool. So it's just like, Lord. It's like, what?
Zell looks up like, congratulations.
I have a title now? Alright, I'm just gonna zip them over down to the... try to definitely, kind of matching, letting Zell set the pace and just trying to look like I'm definitely supposed to be here. This is not anxiety-inducing whatsoever.
Yeah. And if anyone was paying attention, if the tail colt were to move to the side, you would just get the faintest hint of like a slight green glow as the crystal is on his belt line.
Yeah. Solon's trying to keep his hair from his tail is like in this like rigid S curve of like I'm just gonna try and focus on looking presentable and not displaying the anxiety.
Era, you got this.
God.
Oh. Yeah, for someone who's actually fairly deceptive, Era's just gonna be in awe of everything, just looking curiously around, just...
It's just shit brick house at this point. Let's do it.
if Era takes too long, Hex is gonna like just give her a little bit of a tug on her arm.
Time to go.
And when you walk up, Eldoc will say, Lady Era Godfrey, escorted by Thexelum Falsplit.
You know she had her name was last name was Godfrey?
It's news to me. I think it's news to her too. Why did you? And kind of like looking at Obe, like suspicious, like, what did you learn?
Obe is just grinning.
I also mentioned that I was like, I'm surprised you went through the effort of finding the last name I was given. I would have assumed you would have just used novices.
I couldn't tell you. I honestly have no idea.
Well, I suppose that means that I'm not announced as his kid right out the gate. He gets to make a proper announcement, and I don't, we get a few minutes to not deal with the fallout.
Well, nobody's trying to kill you yet, so that's always a positive.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, true. They probably just think of a weird fairy or a weird or something.
Petey, as we're walking through, anybody that's having a conversation and looking at us, I want to read their lips and see if they're talking shit about us.
I want to know fucking shit.
I mean, Era would probably also be looking at people, because she is looking around a lot.
You got two characters with observant, you're fucked, tell us what they're saying.
Is anyone talking shit?
Everybody's like, everybody's paying attention, and all the whispers are like, "Wait, did you know he's returned? No, I didn't know he'd returned. How did nobody know? Is it really him?
Was he always that short?
Yeah. Who are these people? How Hex got a girlfriend? I thought he was in the summer court. There's all kinds of just nobody's talking shit. Just gossip. Nobody talking shit.
Okay, good. Yet.
Era's just looking very confused by the time they've walked up the rest.
I'll kind of turn to Obe and be like, is there anything we should be worried about here right now? Or are we... What's going on?
Uh-oh. I just lost my earbud.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Earbud
good.
down.
Yeah, kick back in. Okay. I don't know how much longer I've got on this here, but all right. So, yeah, Ob looks back at you and says, "Worried? I don't know why you'd be worried. These are all your people."
I don't know.
You forget I was murdered by my sister.
Yeah, I feel like I know everybody seems to know me, and I'm the one with amnesia. But apparently, everybody else seems to forget that I'm the one with amnesia.
he chuckles and says, "Well, your sister is not here."
Not yet.
This is a valid argument, yes. And he sort of just steps forward. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, well, our first chance to celebrate. The first time we get to celebrate anything in a very long time. The return of my boy Zalius. And he's brought with him a very special guest. And he sort of gestures the two of you forward.
So yeah, someone's in the process of like go stay next to you. Oh shit! I guess I'm
doing the hand wave like, "Hey everybody, how's it going?" Awkward things.
hands behind his back, just from this neutral sort of little smile.
He gives you a good 30 seconds to, the awkward wave and the smile. And he turns.
Under his breath, like, "Do I say something?"
What do I do? You let a stranger take the wheel is what you do.
He turns to Soul and says, "As you all know, my son here," gestures to Zell, "has been missing for some time. He's been in the material plane, ensuring the safety of another. And tonight, it is my great pleasure to introduce Soul. He is one of us." And he sort of pauses for effect.
It's almost like I kind of just sort of stretches the wings out slightly so they're a little more visible. Not like look at them, but just like a little more visible. Like hi, they're there. There they are.
Yeah. The whole time the speech is going on, I am still scanning the room to see what people are saying about us.
At this point, there's sort of whispers of disbelief, like, no way. What does he mean? What does he mean? What
is that supposed to be like?
Yeah. And
Harry.
after the murmuring dies down, he says, "As you know, a member of our court was recently exiled. I'm sure there's been rumors about that, but we're here to lay that all to rest. Soul here," holds a hand out, takes Soul's hand and sort of pulls you a little bit closer. "Soul is the son of Novus, and the son of, yes, a devil."
You had to say it like that.
And while some would wish him ill, I'm here to welcome him to court. He is a member of my kin now, and as such, he falls under my protection.
very subtle threat there. Fuck with this
Should I
blade.
do it?
Fuck
Should I
with me.
do it? Should I do it? When he says kin, Zal's gonna grab Soul's hand.
Oh no! Jumps. So I have to fight the urge to immediately snatch his hand out of the cells, but just lets it happen, but is immediately looking at the crowd and trying to... If trying and probably failing to keep the, trying to keep some amount of panic out of his eyes here.
Try me, bitches!
Eris definitely...
As he finishes... Oh, go ahead.
Eris definitely perceptive enough to notice Soul's and also Zell, for that matter's discomfort in the situation, and is just standing there, putting all her deception to use to just be neutral at this point, just very, very relieved she's not one of them.
As he finishes up this speech, a warm breeze blows down the court.
Yep, there we are!
And out of a swirling whirlwind of flowers, another figure appears. And Aldoc's drawling voice says, "Welcome, Queen Titania of the Spring Court."
You see Titania kind of clear her throat, narrows her eyes, kind of from one person to another. You see them very obviously shift and then linger for a long while on Zell as she straightens her robes and begins to make a very purposeful descent down this, down the ballroom towards them.
It's a very
just standing there like a
noticeable,
statue,
as soon as the sight
basically.
lingers, a very noticeable shift. And Zulka
Yes.
takes a closer step of, like, protectiveness, like, I don't like how you're looking at him like that.
She is,
Yeah.
she very constantly is side-eyeing Solace and Zell as she makes her way towards Oberon. She doesn't say a word until she reaches Oberon's side and very pointedly making her mouth as close to his ear as possible so that none of the other attendees of the ball can hear. Naturally, you wouldn't invite me, or invite me until the very last second in hopes that I wouldn't attend and witness. How dare you? I am his mother. And as she hisses that, she circles around to behind Zell, clears her throat once again, and reaches up to sort of like fix the back of Zell's collar
The color of, like...
on his adornments.
Like 10 times.
Kind of like
Again!
turns his head to the side, be able to steer off his peripheral. Hi.
Sheepishly, Obe is whispering back, "You didn't get an invitation?"
You know very well I did not get an invitation, Oberon.
Oh god.
Your purposeful deceit is not going to be overlooked. I hope you understand this. This was one of our problems to begin with. Do you not remember?
He sort of takes a step back. Says, "Well, I see that you're still angry about that."
The fact that you expected something different than for me to still be angry just shows how much you still do not understand. And she
Oh god.
back to just two-handed fixing Zell's collar. I have missed you greatly. I am not upset with you. This is between Oberon and I.
It sounds like watching the behavior. It's like, oh, this is your mother. I see.
Zell's gonna turn and kind of like take like a half step back and be like, yeah. Again, hi. Yeah.
So, shall we commence with parts of our celebration? She says loudly as she turns her eyes to Solace. She hasn't shown any very obvious disdain for Solace's occupation of the gathering yet, but she is more so just very, very worried mother, very doting on Zell.
Telepathically to Ob. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
When you make the mental link to Ob, you just hear the tail end of shit. Oh, that's. I know you don't remember, but this is your mother. She might be still holding a grudge against me, but this is about you, so we're going to continue the celebration.
You both still do that weird twitchy thing with your mouths when you're speaking to each other telepathically. You know that, boys. Either way, I'm so happy to have Zelius home with us once again. So yes, let us commence the celebrations. She shoots Oberon a glare. And welcome our loved son back, along with his... You sense just a tinge of venom as she spits out the word partner. Solace.
Aaron and Hex have managed to avoid all fucking notice right now. That's probably a good thing.
She steps back from Zell's collar and finally stops finicking with him as she takes a spot beside Ob over near Hex and Era. Not to be too much of a distraction, of course. Continue.
Soul in Zell's head is just going. And there's the person we need to impress. There she is. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
there was going to be one.
And it's like, and there's the one I need to really make sure I ingratiate myself to. Okay.
Zell's gonna turn over to Solus and be like, verbally, but like, thank you again for taking me here. It's always great, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Soul and give them what is it? Eagle Splendor.
Charisma.
Yeah, charisma.
You need all the help you can get, bitch. Does it seem like there's any more performative, people are entering things, or are we at the point of?
At this point, Ob just turns towards the crowd and says, "Help! You heard the lady? Let the music commence!" And just snaps his finger, and just out of the woodwork, this cheerful music begins. And Ob turns to Tanya and says, "Look," he's sort of just out of earshot of everybody but the rest of y'all. "I didn't want to upset you.
Hundreds of years, Oberon.
Your daughter was responsible for this."
Yes, well, she can be dealt with, but that is no reason to deprive me seeing my son.
And you're telling me you wouldn't have told her?
Well, I didn't say that, but I know sometimes, at least, when to keep information to myself. You don't trust me. That much is obvious.
Well, no, you went behind my back. There's a reason she's your daughter, not ours.
Oh, yeah, definitely taking another step back and still listening, but you're doing that like, I'm just going to make myself even smaller. Like, I'm contemplating casting Reduce right now.
Trying to find a way to edge our way over towards Era and Hex, because it's like, I don't like being separated by the feuding couple. It's like looking over at Era like, you know, it's like trying to see, like, are you guys okay?
Titania just, I need something stronger than a glare. Titania pretty much just turns about face towards Zell, flips her hair in the direction of Oberon, and approaches her son.
Kind of like straightens up after she turns to him, like,
Same, this straightens up because I'm right there, and I was like, oh!
Now, she kind of clasps her hands in front of her and gives Solace a quick up and down, though not quick enough that he doesn't notice. It is very obvious that she is sizing him up.
How tall is she?
How tall is she?
DM, how tall is Titania?
Titania is 5'1".
Oh, good, I'm taller. I'm 5'11". Let's go, bitch.
Right. Squares up her shoulders. Shit. But she sizes Soul up for a moment and
kind of it does a nice little kind of bows his head. Wrigley puts a hand out and he bows like, Queen Titania, a pleasure to meet you. I'm going to be honest, I was not expecting someone so thoroughly radiant.
Well, thank you. It is my pleasure as well. If you would not mind, Celius, would you humor your mother and let me have the first dance with you?
Just immediately, just like, yep. It's like shooting celebrate. Sorry.
At the mention of his name, he kind of just surprised me. Of course, mother. Absolutely.
Come. Dance with Mumsy. Come.
Go over to Hicks and Era. He's like terrified. He's like walking over to you see him and going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Hope's gonna head off Soul and be like, come, let us dance.
Era like, help!
Era just shrugs, just like, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Wishing she could.
Hex takes Era's arms, like, well, I guess we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Good question. So I think like the best question of this whole situation: who is leading whom?
You're both fighting for lead.
No, someone would relinquish it if Hope wanted it. Someone would relinquish it, but. With the fucking king? Are you crazy?
How distracted is Obe? Like you can see over whenever Obe is facing towards Titania and Zell, you can see him peeking over your shoulder, Soul.
I'm trying to talk close, like, all right, so I'm taking it she wasn't supposed to be here.
No. That's that's a minefield.
Yeah.
Hex just has arrows, like, picks her up into a swing dance.
I think I taught you some steps. Rock step. Remember the rock step, the triple step.
Yeah. This music's pretty jumpy, then, huh?
As we jump across the dance floor to have a serious conversation. Titania is just going to continue straightening Zell's outfit, patting down the front,
Oh my
and just
god.
she speaks very pointedly.
Probably completely unnecessary.
Who pressed you?
Yeah, it's probably fine and perfectly pressed, but she's still just like fussing with Zell.
Zell's just any clothes on Zell immediately wrinkle within 10 seconds constantly.
I expect this from Oberon, but you Zellius, after so long.
It's like I have amnesia.
Oh, I don't actually know what to tell you. How do I put this? Hi, my name is Zellius Caster, and I don't actually know who you are.
Well, I know that. How does one describe the being that brought them life and taught them? And she begins to tear up a little bit at the idea of Zell not remembering who she is.
Oh, yeah, no, he can feel it. I was like, no. I mean this with the utmost respect and love. It's not that I don't want to know. It's just he takes her hand and brings it up to the base of his neck and puts her hand over the scar. It's just, I don't have a choice, and I'm trying to remember what I was.
Let me stop fussing over you then. This is probably very uncomfortable for you. And she pulls her hands back to herself.
Dramatic motherfucker.
She's having problems right now processing that her baby doesn't remember her.
Your baby doesn't remember your baby was murdered.
Because the other baby murdered him. We can see what we can do about perhaps helping you to remember who you were. And I wanted to see you. I've missed you terribly. And I know that I am very strict, and I have some standards, morally and otherwise, that are often misunderstood. And there are things that I have had to do for the greater good and the majority of our people. But to think that upon your return, I wouldn't even be invited to this.
Oh no.
This ceremony. And who is this Solace person?
Oh.
And do they make you happy?
Oh, okay.
Belle will step forward and grasp onto her hands and hold them. A lot of things have happened, and my memory is not the greatest. And I'm sorry that you weren't invited. I can't speak for Dad. This was a very, very last minute thing. After I had to break everybody out of the summer court, that dear sister decided to just take all of them from me for her own needs. And Solus makes me feel happy. And I would very much like for them to be happy too. And I would love for everyone, especially yourself, to be happy as well. And just smile sweetly. And from what I could tell, on the positive end, I've learned some new tricks that might be intriguing or not. Depends on how you look at it. And he's gonna druid clap a flower and give it to her.
I'm pretty cool, or maybe I'm not cool. Maybe I'm lame. It's either way.
Oh.
Specifically, he's gonna druid craft a lily with with a a white background with orange specks running down the leaves.
There you go.
Oh.
I think at this point I should reveal Titania's trait.
I'll put them on.
She is. Titania is a druid of the stars.
Oh!
Well, that is...
For you, Titania, Joe, Zell wasn't a druid of the stars when he left.
No.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I've learned a few things with a family that I found. They taught me a bit. They made sure that I was okay, and he kind of pulls his coat to the side a little bit and exposes the crystal. And yeah, it's the star crystal map that he has.
So you've been safe, and you've been with people who cared for you this entire time, and you have, well, this is one piece of a puzzle of wondering who you were and where you came from.
Yeah. But it's just, it's a thing that happened, and like I said, it's just want everybody to be okay and happy, yourself included, and safe for that matter. Do you know what Ernestra wants to do with Solus?
I could probably surmise. Though, if you have specifics, I would honestly take any help I can get with your sister, because as much as Oberon believes she is a copy of me, I would like to disagree, at least slightly.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oba over their shoulder. She's just like you.
Poor Soul just was like, what is happening?
I don't know how to put it, because how to put this? Would this be easier if we got to know each other a little bit before we start talking about stuff like that? I'll take her hand and be like, "Can we go for a walk?"
What did I just say about going off alone with people? God damn.
I didn't say it that far, Jesus.
Absolutely. A walk with you sounds lovely. Would any of your compatriots like to accompany us?
He's also doing his best to not look like he's spying on this conversation with Obe. And it's just...
I think that would be appropriate. I mean, they are kind of my family now, too.
Perfect. If it would make you feel more safe and more comfortable, then bring any or all of them that you'd like.
I telepathically to Sol and then Era, be like, come with me, come with me.
Soul twitches because of the sun. He's antsy and some telepathy twitches visibly.
It's like we're just gonna talk, but it'd be best if you guys came with us.
George, Soul responds like, got it. Yep. Okay, let's just find a way out of this that doesn't look weird or suspicious, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
There, just tells Hex that Zell called her.
I am probably, Joe, as a player, going to have to take my leave soon because I have to go potty and get a snack before my next D&D game, and I have 10 minutes.
This is so adorable. That is the perfect place. It's so adorable.
Oh man!
Thank you, Joe, for bringing life to.
I will return in the future for more Titania family wholesomeness. By the way,
Wonderful.
listen, time changes people. People change people, and love especially changes people. So
I'm waiting to see it. This is all a ruse.
no, never. What? No,
Not at all.
Definitely, maybe not. Not absolutely not. No,
Definitely,
maybe.
Making the one of the few characters that has a weak spot for every living creature. God damn it. Oh, you sweet, stupid autumn child, because you're not from the summer court.
All right, I take my leave.
Thanks, Joe.
Alrighty, thank you.
I will see y'all again soon.
Dang it. I'm like, I don't want to stop. Damn it. It'll be another 2 weeks.
It's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry.
I can't tell if you're actually enjoying this because it's a sweet, wholesome moment, or it just fell into your trap card.
Yeah.
Both.
Both, yeah, both.
Probably.
And I don't know. Nobody, especially Obe, didn't describe the relationship between Zell and Titania, so yeah, I don't know shit.
Yeah. You know, shit.
Well.
Shit.
Yep. Obe described exactly what he knew about it.
Okay. Are we ending there for today then?
Yep. It's perfect.
Yes. Good spot.
Alright.
Right before the walk, so easy to pick up spot.
Right for
Yep.
the walk.
I just want to say, we all look dapper and or as gorgeous as possible. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
I might have to make some adjustments to the overall jacket color because I'm like, ooh, I don't know if that orangey coverage actually look as good on him, but I got that idea. It's like, all right, I see what we're doing.
Mhm.
Hey, I am not a fashion mogul. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. The one shooting star on the tie was a good touch.
That is a good touch. your mom was giving me such a fucking look. I'm like, oh no.
This bitch. She opens it today. Do they make you happy? Like, yes. I wouldn't have said it otherwise.
Look, Mom, a lot of things have happened. That was hilarious. Do they make you happy? Look, Mom.
I preface this with the whole thing. Like, I don't know how to start this. Like, real life me and Zell was like, how do I start this? Don't fucking know.
Look.
I'll start at the beginning. That's a good place to start.
I love how we've
So-
got a heron gun out here. It's great.
So, Emily, don't forget, for an hour, you have that enhance ability.
Yep. Yep, let me make a note of that. Ability, charisma, 1 hour. Yeah.
Advantage on all charisma checks.
Charisma checks. I need them. But see, no, he can be quite flattering and lovely when he's in the right position. He's just like, and time to flatter the shit out of your mother. Okay. This is the person we play suck up to? Got it. I know how to do that. I spent 18 years of my life doing that.
And yet, you still have that low ass modifier.
Look, that doesn't mean I'm good at talking to people outside of that situation.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Oh, it's
Oh.
fantastic.
Oh, that fucking, that was the most that conversation results just immediately like I'm bailing, I'm leaving.
Yeesh.
Went up, I have a conversation. Never mind, I'm leaving. No, I need to do it.
you know, that's the awkwardness. You think it was going to be that easy? He's just going to go up front and not have a fucking moment of, I don't know how to bring this up, I don't know what to say. But eventually he kind of slapped himself and said, yeah, let's do this. Just stop bitching about it. It seemed appropriate. I liked it.
What are we? Last I checked, you're a fairy and I'm a thief.
You know what I mean.
I can't make him not a dumbass. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I know. That was absolutely sound.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and deafen and end this stream situation.
Yeah, same. Oh, so yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. Oh gosh, okay, right. Not sure at all if there is trust, but we'll find out, I guess. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. We need someone to raid. Oh, let's raid Sunflower. I don't think we've ever raided, have we? I don't think so. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you, Mundle, for the hydrate and the posture check. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. D&D is always a bit different, but it's always so much fun. Oh my god. Let's see. So I will be back again tomorrow. We'll be doing some Children of Morta with Snowlet again, and we'll see how far we get. The progression we've had the 2 times we have played it, I feel like maybe we'll finish it off tomorrow. I don't know. Depends how much more game there is, but we'll see. And then I have something a little bit different planned for the coming week as well. And I am currently making preparations for the sub goal, basically, which is a Pokemon challenge. So that is going to be something interesting. We're going to be having a lot of those kind of things going forward, but that is something I will talk more about at another point. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, evening, or night, and I hope you enjoy some Horizon Zero Dawn with Sunflower Shop. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I hope to see you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye 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 bye.